Hey everyone, this is Jeremiah from TLC South Bend, and we have a short little lesson for you today about pronunciation. Okay. This is a lesson for more of our advanced students. With a lot of students that come to the language company, they do really well to learn grammar, listening, reading, writing, speaking, but one of the hardest parts of perfecting your English is your pronunciation. And one of the really difficult parts and one of the last things that students really learn is understanding word stress. Okay? You can have a big vocabulary and understand all the words here, but if you don't know how to say them, you're always going to be limited with how you speak. Okay? So today, we're going to talk about word stress. Okay? Now, when I say stress, I don't mean the stress that you feel every day, that everything is going on right now and you feel so stressed. No, that's not the stress we're talking about. We're talking about emphasis. Emphasis on each syllable. And when I say syllable, I mean the beat, okay? How many beats does a word have? Like, if I say language company, that's 5 syllables, okay? So the beat of the words. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is basic understanding of 2-syllable words. Obviously, if there's only 1 syllable, it's pretty easy to understand the pronunciation. But with 2 syllables, there's a general rule that if it's a noun or an adjective, you're gonna have the accent on the first syllable. Like climate, not climate, but climate. Like South Bend has a great climate. We have fall, spring, summer, winter, very different seasons, and a wonderful climate you should come visit. Wisdom, spacious, clever. Okay? Most nouns and adjectives, you're going to pronounce the first part of it, the first syllable. But when it comes to a verb, with verbs, you're going to pronounce the second part. It's not, I will decide, it's, I will decide. Decide. The D is not stressed because it's the second part, the second syllable, side, that's pronounced. Same thing with apply, okay? Now, if you have like a longer word like application, you may have a stronger app. But this, you're not aptly, you're apply because it's a verb with 2 syllables. So apply, the ply is the stressed part. Like you should apply to TLC South Bend if you want to improve your English. Now, let's get a little bit harder. When you get to 3-syllable words, one of the things you want to look at is the suffix. Now, when I say suffix, I mean the last part of the word, like ION, IC, AL, OUS, DOM, ER. The suffix is on the end of the word that usually tells you if it's a noun, verb, adjective, or adverb. Okay? So, if you have ION, SION, or TION in a word, then the word stress is usually going to be on the second to last syllable. Okay? It's not application, it's application. Application. Okay? The stress is on the part right before the ION. Sanitation. Okay? Which is really important right now. You say sanitation, okay? Extension. The part right before the ION, the second to last syllable is stressed. Same thing with IC, okay? Democratic, historic, photographic, okay? Which, remember photographic and democratic, because we're going to talk about those words later. Now, if you have a word that ends in CY, TY, PHY, or GY, you're going to have the third from last syllable that's stressed, okay? It's not, like here, it's democratic, but it's not democracy, it's democracy. See, this is where it can get confusing because it's the same word with just a couple different letters that are different. Why is the pronunciation different? Because when you have IC as an adjective, you're going to have the second to last syllable. Whereas if it's the noun, the Y, it's democracy. The third to last syllable is stressed. Okay? Same thing, sociology, psychology. It's the third from last syllable. Okay? How about this one? This one is photographic. So is it photography? No, it's photography. Okay? It's the third from last, or the second, or third from last syllable. Photography, that's stressed. And if you have AL, it's the same thing. It's the third from last syllable. Critical, exceptional. Okay? So when you are learning how to pronounce words, look, if it's 3 syllables, look at the suffix to make sure you understand where the stress should be. And if you wonder, why is it photographic but not photography? This is why. If you'd like to learn more, please check out our website. We have online classes right now. We also are back to the classroom on September 8th. Please join us. Please come learn and practice your English.